Live streaming is on.
So now we have finished to see the 18 dhatus according to Theravada Buddhism and according to Mahayana Buddhism. And so there was 10 material dhatu, 7 dhatu that were consciousnesses, and then the mental object dhatu. And now we will see another classification of this of these dhatus. So it is said in the text, therefore, there are 3 groups of 6, from the eye dhatu to the mental dhatu, from the visible form dhatu to the mental object dhatu, and from the eye consciousness dhatu to the mental consciousness dhatu. So the 18 dhatus can also be divided as follows. The 6 objects, 6 faculties, and 6 types of knowledge. So in the text, from the eye dhatu to the mental dhatu refers to the faculties. From the visible form dhatu to the mental object dhatu refers to the objects. And from the eye consciousness dhatu to the mental consciousness dhatu refers to the 6 types of knowledge. And now we will see why these 18 dhatus are considered to be causes or dhatu. Dhatu in the sense of potential causes, as we know. So it in the definition of the word dhatu, we saw that there was first. We saw that there were 2 meanings, and so Khenpo Rinpoche said that for this 18 dhatus, it was the first meaning that was applicable. And so we'll see why these 18 dhatus are potential causes. So it is said in the text, among these 18, the 6 from the eye to the mental faculty have the meaning of cause, gotra, or seed, of that which allows apprehension of the object. And in the same way, the 6 from visible form to mental object have the meaning of cause, gotra, or seed, of that which is apprehended. And the 6 from eye consciousness to mental consciousness have the meaning of cause, gotra, or seed, of that which truly apprehends the object. That which is called dhatu, therefore, has the meaning of cause, gotra, or seed. So why? So first, and why are these 6 objects dhatu or causes? Actually, these 6 objects are causes because they cause the mind to perceive them. The presence of these objects triggers off a perception of them in the minds of the people who perceive them. So these objects are a cause for knowledge of them. So in the text, he said, these objects have the meaning of cause of that which is apprehended. So then there is the 6 faculties. So there is the 5 physical sense faculties and the mind faculties. So why these faculties are said to act as causes? Because the 6 faculties, they are causes which allow knowledge to know the objects. Without a faculty, the mind cannot acquire knowledge of those objects. So in the text, he said that they have the meaning of cause of that which allows apprehension of the object. And then why the 6 consciousnesses are said to act as causes? Actually, because they are the cause of grasping or knowing the object. In the text, it is said that they have the meaning of cause of that which truly apprehends the object. So then, how do the object, the faculty, and the knowledge contact one another? Actually, the Khenpo explained that it's not the case. It's not the case that you have a causal progression where there is first one of them, then a second one, and then a third one. It's not that, for example, the consciousness is not doesn't arise after the object, or it's not that one is the result of the other. actually, these three, the object, the faculty, and the consciousness, they occur, they happen at the same time. So there is not a progression. So actually, it's like the three sticks in a tripod. So the three sticks, they lean against each other at the same time, and that's how you end up with a tripod. So these three sticks, they depend upon each other, upon one another. And if you take one of the sticks away, then the whole thing collapses. So the object, the faculty, and the knowledge, they occur in dependence upon one another. So they are what we call dependent occurrences, or dependent arising. So when we think, I do this and that, or I know this and that, actually there is no I who knows or does this and that. Actually, there is just a combination of factors where all the factors depend on the other factors. So you have just a situation with a number of things, and all these things do not exist independently from the other things. So how can there be a single self which would exist independently from other things? It's not. If you understand this, that there is so many factors that are present. The objects, faculties, consciousnesses interacting together, then you cannot put a single entity on all this. It doesn't match. It's you cannot have if things are multiple, they cannot be single. It's two different things. I mean, so as the things are a combination of factors, it's not possible that there is a single entity that is doing this. So there is no innate self, no elaborate self. So there is simply a number of factors, and these factors they interact with one another.
When you mentioned that learning about the dhatus is to counteract the idea of somebody who is acting, it's still for me the thing I understand now with the perception and things that all these conditions come together, but the idea this driving force which is acting, this we are doing things. There's some who decides I'm cooking now, or I'm walking, or I'm listening, and this for me, I don't get this somehow like a bridge. I don't get this to weaken the idea that there is or I even don't know properly to ask, but this driving force who is doing something. It's more this where to place it here in all these categories in the seventh consciousness.
In the what?
In the seventh consciousness, said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still making these decisions. Yes, like I cook. I know it needs a lot of factors, but
for me, if I
this is
think about this, it's not really, it was not developed by Khenpo, but I mean, if you, for example, if you are cooking, it's maybe because you have some desire for food because you're hungry. So desire attachment is part of the conditioning phenomena. And so it belongs to each dhatu.
This is the driving force.
So it belongs to the mental object dhatu. So then you are aware of this desire attachment for food, for example. And so then you have this knowledge of you are aware of this desire attachment, and then you decide to cook a cake, for example, and then you are using your visual faculty, and then you are taking the different ingredients to make the cake, and so there is attachment is
it was
our
more this
driving
drive.
force.
Yes.
Usually.
You could subdivide it. You could say body sense is the stomach is empty. This makes some hormones play, and they say now go cook, and all this. There is no self involved. You can break it down to smaller parts. Maybe this is.
Yeah, but it was to weaken the idea that the self is the actor.
Yes.
And now it's conditioning phenomena are the actor. Desire, attachment, aversion, whatever. Is this? Who starts the action? What starts the action?
Feeling of empty stomach. I don't know.
There is this tangibility. You can feel that your stomach is empty, and then then there is a desire for food that is coming in your mind. Desire to survive also, to not. So then you cook. But I think it's with as all the conditioning phenomena, like all the mental events are in the mental object dhatu. I think you are aware of this, and then it makes you act. It makes your aggregate, your dhatus act.
Yeah, good.
So this is another question that came to me when you talked about this tripod of the object, the faculty, and the consciousness. For example, if you see something and one is not functioning, maybe the faculty is not there.
Yes.
Does the object stay? Is the object still there? It's Because it's also others can see it. Is it
Yeah,
something that is really there?
yeah. Because somebody who is blind will not see the object because his visual faculty is damaged, but he can touch it.
Ah, yeah. No,
So
but
the
if
object
you
is there.
can't, but let's say it's far away, you can just see there's a mountain on the other side of the river. You can see it, but your mental faculty is damaged, so you can't touch it.
Yes.
You can't smell it, you can't taste it, but others can still see it. So is it still?
Yes, but on a relative level, we share common karma with all human beings. So all the human beings
Because of shared karma.
will see the mountain. Yes,
Yes.
because on a ultimate level there is no really a mountain, but on a relative level, I mean, if suddenly if I close my eyes like this, so I'm kind of blind, and then you still see the microphone, and me, I don't see it.
It reminds me of there's this classic question: if a tree falls in an empty forest and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yes, something like that.
Well, sound is perceived by sentient beings. So if there is no sentient beings, there is no sound. No, if there is nobody in this room, nobody will see the microphone.
It's the shared karma of the vessel we are sharing. Our surrounding. So,
Yes,
okay.
but we don't see exactly the same things. I mean, the angle is different. You don't have the same relation with the microphone than me. Especially with people, we don't have the same. I mean, everybody has a personal relationship with people, and even if we know that this people is called such and such, I mean, everybody will have his own perception of that person, depending on the relation they have. So we arrive at the last part of the text. So it is said, likewise, the 6 dhatu of a person are said to be the dhatu earth, water, fire, wind, consciousness, and space. In other words, the 4 principle-based appearances of the body, space, the empty aspect of internal cavities, and consciousness. Similar to that which precedes it, there is no other category carrying the name dhatu that is not in reality included in the 18 dhatus. So here in this part is mentioned the 6 dhatu of an individual, and so in some cases we talk about the 6 dhatu of an individual, which are earth, water, fire, wind, space, and consciousness. And actually, it is said here in this part of the text that these 6 dhatu are included in the 18 dhatus. And actually, when something is named or is called dhatu, actually it is included in the 18 dhatus. So it's the meaning of the last sentence. Similar to that which precedes it, there is no other category carrying the name dhatu that is not in reality included in the 18 dhatus. So each time you have dhatus, they can be included in the 18 dhatus. So for example, how the 6 dhatu of an individual are included in the 18. So earth, water, fire, and wind are included in the form. And space is included into the mental object dhatu, as we saw. And consciousness is included in the 7 consciousness dhatus. So the 6 are included in the 18. And so Khenpo Rinpoche said that actually the Buddha used many times this word dhatu. So for example, just at the beginning of the teaching, we talked about the sutra where you find 700 dhatus. And also there is this sutra that speak about 64 dhatu. But actually all these dhatus are included in this 18. So we finished this first part of the text, which was explaining, which was presenting the identification of the 18 dhatus. I think it was the name of the part. Yes, identification of the 18 dhatus. And so the second part is the complete categorization of the dhatu, and so Khenpo Rinpoche chose not to explain it. He said, actually, so in this complete classification of the dhatu, there is for example, how many dhatu there is in the desire realm, how many dhatus there is in the realm of form, how many dhatus in the realm of no form. And so he said that it was not for the moment not necessary to explain this. Actually, because he said that all these details are not really necessary to achieve liberation. So it's just necessary for the people who want to clarify the classification of the dhatus. And he said actually it's to really understand this part, it's better to first study the ayatanas. So then he didn't do it, and he continued with the ayatanas. So maybe we'll come back to it later. We'll see. So we finished the presentation of the dhatu. Do you have any question? Still some time.
And the third point from the outline, the conclusion, is it that not that all is included in the 18 dhatus, because you said there's only a small conclusion?
No, it's the small conclusion is just to say the title of the chapter. In the small conclusion, there is only the title of the chapter, which is the chapter of the dhatu. It's just a sentence like this. So it's not really the part. It's really okay. Maybe you can meditate 5 minutes together and then we stop. Sunamdi tamshir sipani tonne nepe tana pancheni kegana shi balo trupai simbe sole tobo Jita Khenpo Mundu Sampo Deyam Deshinte Jera Kimchi Chisu Daroshi Kewa Dita Tamshe Raptu Sandi Kuso Nepe Chinata Chedi Mingyo Tempe Chinata Gede Miche Tempe Chinaki Chita Nova Namjo
Merci beaucoup, Countess. Thank you very much.